In today's Warcrow topic, we are going to be talking about the Druid, who is a support character in the Sianon faction in Warcrow. So the Druids are the spellcasters of the Sianon, and along with the Audios, they are known as the Sistana. And we'll talk about the Audios in an upcoming video. But the Sistana have the ability to open magical portals, which allows the Sianon to coordinate and provide support. Because if you remember from the Protectors video, I mentioned that the Great Forest is a bunch of different forests that the Sianon all see as one. So how can they get and travel between forests without leaving the forest? They can use these portals. And so all Druids are equipped with a golden sickle, and they are never seen without them. And within the society of the Sianon, the Druids are responsible for dispensing justice, arbitrating social conflicts, performing rituals, officiating ceremonies, and participating in expeditions to find new Sianon. So what are Sianon? Sianon are the soul of the Great Forest. They are functionally awakened, I think maybe sentient trees. They're special trees. And these trees have accepted the elves that have become the Sianon elves. And so far, the trees that have become Sianon are oak, ash, yew, rowan, hazel, and hawthorn, being the only ones that have awakened. Now this, I don't think, is all of the oak trees and such, but I think more so it means that there have been Sianon that have awakened from these species. And some of these trees awaken at birth. I don't understand what that means because trees aren't born really, right? They grow. So I'm assuming it's when the seeds start growing. Others awaken sometime during the life of the tree, which is unfortunate if you buy a house and you're just a normal human and you have a nice little tree in your yard and then all of a sudden it awakens and becomes this Sianon. And each of the elves in the Sianon faction are bond with a Sianon in a ritual officiated by a Grand Druid, so kind of one of the head Druids of their society, of their forest. And the elves are given gifts from the Sianon, and they fiercely defend these trees. And even when they die, the elves hope to be buried within the roots of their Sianon, to the point where there are special individuals in the faction that will go out and collect the dead bodies of the elves who have died to bring them back to the Sianon. So they really do have this very close connection. And so with this new cycle of magic that is occurring in Lindworm with the Warcrow getting closer, we are seeing an increase in Sianon awakenings across Lindworm. So these are trees basically awakening and becoming, once again, somewhat sentient or powerful. And more importantly, we are seeing them awaken outside of the Great Forest. So this is giving the Sianon faction reason to leave their forests. So once again, you could have that nice little house with that tree and all of a sudden it becomes a Sianon. And now all of a sudden the Sianon are pulling up, claiming that tree is theirs. So why is this cool? I think it's cool because the whole Sianon culture revolves around this forest, and Druids are able to commune and manipulate the forest. So it just really allows them to have a lot of malleability within their culture, and helps further explain why they're kind of seen as leaders. Also, the ability to open portals is quite cool. But also the idea that you can have a tree in your garden, right, and then all of a sudden it becomes a Sianon. I just think it's fun for like dynamic stories. Because it kind of also makes the elves, because the elves will show up and they'll demand that it's theirs, and it's like, who's in the right here, right? It's a really interesting kind of messy, I think, situation, right? Is it okay for the elves to just show up and claim that this tree is theirs, right? If the druid shows up, so we'll have to see if there's any kind of instances of that happening. And with that, this lore video about the druid comes to an end. If you have any units that you'd like to see more lore videos on, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow this channel to get more Warcrow lore, and if you survive the fog, I'll see you in the next video.